Hey guys, El Flamingo here, your commentator for the Week 1 finals of the Great Lake Draft League within the Superior Division. Today we have an exciting battle between Bene and House Luxray and Ryan and the Boston Brelooms. So let's have a quick look at their teams first. So on the left we have Boston Brelooms with the Clefable, Latios, Mimikyu, Araquanid, Magnezone, Nidoking, Surfetch, Torracat, Unpheasant, Delibird, and Spiritomb. And on the right, we have Benny's team from House Luxray with Tapu Fini, Whimsicott, Cobalion, Rotom Heat, Hawlucha, Reuniclus, Golurk, Riolu, Ordino, Greeted, and Rapidash Gala. So, that's our teams. Let's get ready to have the battle underway. I have not watched this yet, so it is a first time for me as well. So we're looking from Ryan's point of view. He brought the Latios, the Araquanid, Mimikyu, Nidoking, Magnezone, and Clefable. And from Benny, he has the Riolu, Whimsicott, Cobalion, Rotom Heat, Tapu Fini, and the Galarian Rapidash. So we could possibly see some beat-up strategies coming from the Whimsicott into the Cobalion. Maybe an Imprison Trick Room set for the Galarian Rapidash in case that Mimikyu comes. We can see that Ryan is selecting his team. He's got his Mimikyu, Clefable, Araquanid, and Latios. Latios rocking the weakness policy there. That could be interesting. And what's he going to do? Is he done? Picked his 4? Here we go. So it looks like he's going down the Trick Room route. Let's see what Benny has to offer. 30 seconds left, Benny. So it'll be interesting to see what he picks. Benny's been running actual special Cobalion a lot this season. And figuring that the Clefable's probably coming, I could probably see a Fate Tears special from the Whimsicott with the special Cobalion coming today. So we're locked in. Benny versus Ryan. Good luck, boys. 420, Benny. Good one, mate. Okay, so Benny leading the Tapu, Fini, and Rotom. He has run weakness policy Rotom several times, so we could see that coming here. But that Clefable unaware is not going to care about that at all. Most likely going to be a Follow Me Trick Room coming out from Ryan's side, because it looked like he brought all his slow Pokemon today. That is a tough thing about this game. There is lots of waiting between turns. So we know Ryan's going for Trick Room. What is Benny going to be doing? Oh, come on, Ben. Select your damn moves. Okay, so no max turn 1. That's nice to see. Dazzling Gleam. Nice spread damage happening there. And that Mimikyu is busted. Thunderbolt for Rotom. Nothing too spectacular on the first term, and Mimi has set the Trick Room. Alright. So, Clefable with the Mystical Fire. That's going to be really good against a lot of Benny's team, since he has a lot of special attackers. And that's quite a supportive moveset there on the Mimikyu, with only one attacking move in Shadow Sneak. And Charm there to punish Benny's physical attackers. And Benny taking an hour again to select his moves. right, we see the Clefable go for Follow Me. Is he just going to try and pull away spread damage again? Thunderbolt from the Rotom. And that takes out the Clefable. So another pickup for the Rotom. Even though Tapu Fini is Benny's kill leader this season. And the big single target Dazzling Gleam. So in comes a Latios. We have a Latios in Trick Room. Does not make any sense. Big Max Overgrowth into that Tapu Fini. And that Shadow Sneak. Now we can see why the Mimikyu had the Shadow Sneak. And is Benny going to take another 45 minutes to select his move? So it's been quite passive from Ryan so far, but I think he's just been getting himself in the right position. And Benny has been nothing but on the offensive at the moment. It was a good switch. Rapidash Gala. It's probably not going to take the Max Grass particularly well. And we have the big Latios. Be interesting to see what Benny maxes. That self-proc Shadow Sneak coming out. Still going to be big damage into this Galarian Rapidash. Galarian Rapidash not known for its defensive prowess. And with the Oko. So we're currently 3-all. So maybe that Rapidash was coming in to reverse the Trick Room. Oh, and Rotom with the Shadow Ball. Interesting little bit of tech there. Good way to hit the Mimikyu and the Latios. Normally you see Dark Pulse run on it, but definitely into this specific team, I think the Shadow Ball is definitely the go. So good call by there, Benny. Benny currently up 3-2. Ryan down 1 turn of max. Benny is yet to max. But that Rotom is not going to be liking taking a water move from that Araquanid. So last 2 Pokemon. And we have Cobalion. That Max Flare does look... Ooh, it's going Max Mindstorm. Is he worrying about a weakness policy proc maybe? Cobalion not known for its special defense, more known for its physical defense. Can it take a +2 fire move from the running Poison Jab on the Araquanid? I guess a good way to hit into that Tapu Fini, since Tapu Fini resists both the water and the bug stab. Who's he going? He's going Big Cobra. Araquanid going for the Protect, protecting itself from those electric moves. And, Rotom going for the Protect as well. Good pick by Ryan there, predicting the Protect. And Cobalion, 1 shot. So Benny loses his Dynamax. Ryan still has 1 turn of Dynamax. And they're both down to 2 Pokemon left. That was a big risk maxing Cobalion in front of a +2 Latios. Out comes that Misty Terrain again. How many turns are left of Trick Room? It might have to be a double Protect coming from that Rotom. Max overgrowth into the finny, and liquidation into the rotum. What is Bene going to do? He's definitely on the back foot now. Double protect. He kind of has to there to waste turns of Trick Room. But Araquanid should pick up the Rotom here. Yep. And the Max Overgrowth coming from the Trick Room Latios. You don't expect to see that often. Must be running min spin on that Latios because it undersped, or in Trick Room outsped the Tapu Fini and the Rotom, which are both fairly slower than Latios on any given day. So, Ryan winning game 1 with Trick Room Latios. Let's see what Bene does to come back from this. I think that the Galarian Rapidash might be out first, and maybe go for some Imprisoned Trick Room type stuff. Let's see if Ryan has to make any, if Ryan makes any changes. There's a pretty good strategy going in, getting Latios in Trick Room. And by the looks of Bene's team, he hasn't really got a Trick Room counter or something that wants to work in Trick Room outside of that Galarian Rapidash either reversing or imprisoning the Trick Room. But it hasn't got the Focus Sash on it, so it won't be hanging around for too long if that is his way to counter it. Oh, go on something else. You're going to bring in the Magnezone. Maybe he's looking to go a bit more offensive this time. Bringing out the big guns. So Nidoking can put on some offensive pressure while the Mimikyu sets up. Nope. And Ryan is staying unchanged. Look, I don't think there is too much reason for Ryan to change. He was just had a very dominant performance at game 1. But it'll be interesting to see what does Bene do to stop that Trick Room getting up. So, leading the Riolu and the Rapidash. That's interesting. Copycat Trick Room, a good way to reverse it if the Mimikyu does get it up. And very smart play there by Ryan, taunting the Riolu, preventing it from being able to copycat on turn 2 if the Trick Room goes up. Be interesting to see what this Rapidash does. Does it imprison? Does it go for the Trick Room to try and reverse it? Bene again. So no max turn 1. Very passive lead by both this time. Coaching. Okay, so maybe this is more of an offensive Galarian Rapidash. Smart Strike. And procking the Babiri Berry on the Clefable. But Clefable is most likely unaware, which makes the attack boost onto Rapidash pretty useless. Yeah, trying to break the sash on the Riolu, not a bad idea. Or catch whatever's coming in with -1 special attack. Benny's taking his time again. Come on, Benny. Withdraw Riolu. Something's going to not like this -1. And it's the Rotom. This is just going to make it harder to take down Ryan's Pokemon. And the Mimikyu gets a Trick Room up. And a bit of chip on the Rotom. Not too bad, but that special attack drop is potentially huge. Will Benny switch it out, or will he persevere with that -1 to special attack? Charm on the Rapidash, probably not a bad idea, especially now that Mimikyu's disguise is busted. And going for the Follow Me. Now these are still quite passive turns and wasting valuable Trick Room turns for Ryan. How's he going to get in his Latios? Safely. And so the Charm drops the attack from Rapidash by 2. But again, Clefable is unaware, so that doesn't impact the damage output onto the Clefable. Oh, he's going for the switch into the proc. Not a bad move. Let's see what Benny is about to do. Because if he goes for that Smart Strike into Mimikyu, he's going to be pretty safe. Ryan's going to be pretty safe. But if he goes into the... You telling me that's Weakness Policy Rapidash? You are kidding me. Who runs Weakness Policy Rapidash? 2 Weakness Policies procced in 1 turn and not a single max? What's going to happen now with this Rapidash? Into the Latios. And actually that didn't do too much damage. Is he going to max this? Is he still going to max it? Still going to max it. Is Galarian Rapidash now going to get maxed? It's a bit of a risk maxing a Pokemon with less than 50% health, especially when you're against a +1 Pokemon on the other side of the field with potentially super effective moves. You'd assume that Galarian Rapidash would be running a physical fairy attack, say Play Rough. So this could be a single turn max for Ryan, but since Trick Room's up and we know that this is a very slow Latios, he may be able to still get 1 attack off. And there's no max. Detect from Riolu. And a Protect from Rapidash. Stalling out a turn. So it looks like that Ryan is still going to be able to get a 2nd turn of max here. But Rapidash, has that put it in range for a 2nd attack from the Latios? If he maxes that Rapidash, is he going to risk it? And these end of turns effects makes for a very boring commentary. All right, doubling into the Pretty Horse. And Benny thinking long and hard about his moves. Still has Max up his sleeve. We know he's got a Rotom in the back. Can only assume that it is probably the Tapu Fini. And we're getting Max here. This is a big risk. We know that the Max Overgrowth, O-Code, the Rapidash on the switch in. And this Rapidash hasn't got that much more health when it's maxed this time around. So it'll be interesting to see. We know he's been doubled into. This will be close. This will be really close. But I think the Latios may just get this. And it does. So, max wasted for Bene. I definitely do not think that maxing the Rapidash there was a good move. There was only one turn of Trick Room left. He could have let the Rapidash go down and bring something in that's going to be more effective. Say the Tapu Fini or the Rotom Heat. Because Rotom Heat, I think, could probably take one attack from the Latios, and that's all it needs to take because it could have fired off a Max Phantasm off into the Latios for the KO. But this is looking very much in Ryan's favour now. Max Guard from Ryan, playing it safe. Oh, Feint goes through Max Guard. You learn something new every day. But it doesn't go there. Okay. And Mimikyu's going to be able to get that Trick Room off again. And this very slow Latios. You'd think Mimikyu would have to Shadow Sneak here to prevent the Riolu from setting up, from reversing it. Reversing the Trick Room with Copycat. Ooh, I don't think Taunt is a play there. I think you need to Shadow Sneak to prevent the Copycat. I think we're about to see a Copycat. Oh no, he just goes for Bullet Punch. Bullet Punch, Detect, Coaching, and Feint. Actually, we got all the moves. I'm a dickhead. So no Coaching from that Riolu. And Energy Ball is enough to pick up the Oko and the Tapu Fini. Not enough bulk in that Tapu Fini. I guess he wasn't really expecting a Trick Room Latios, but then again, who was? Rotom with a fraction of its health left probably would have been the better max candidate. Yep, break the sash on the Riolu. And Riolu really not doing much damage there with that Bullet Punch. Psychic coming into the Rotom and picking up the KO. This Latios just sweeping through. No one's ready for the Trick Room Latios. And the finishing touches onto the Riolu. That's a bad thing about Riolu is it's really easy to attack around it and just let it flail around pretty much and then finish it up. Good job, Ryan. So Ryan with the 2-0 victory there with a Trick Room Latios. You've seen it here first, people. You've seen it here first. Our 4-0 victory as well. Ryan not dropping a single mon that game. Well, congratulations to both Bene and Ryan onto making it into the finals. And congratulations, Ryan, for making it through to the semi-finals. Our next matchup will actually be me versus Dan, a.k.a. Stout Gaming. That'll be commentated by Ryan. And so, yeah, signing off, guys. Congratulations again, Ryan. Hopefully I'll see you in the finals.